In 2014, researchers ran a study with 693 people and found something strange. When people were asked to reason about someone else's relationship problem, they were clear, balanced, and wise. They considered both sides. They acknowledged what they didn't know. The moment the same type of problem became theirs, that clarity vanished. They named it Solomon's Paradox, after a king history remembers for wisdom he never once used on his own life. The default reaction when you notice this in yourself is to think harder, journal more, make a pros and cons list, ask a friend what they'd do. It doesn't work because the gap isn't an information problem. What creates clear thinking isn't better facts, it's distance. When it's someone else's problem, you're far enough away to see the whole picture. When it's yours, everything narrows to the immediate stakes, to the fear of being wrong, to how bad it'll feel if you mess it up. You can hand yourself the same facts you'd give a friend. You'll still reason worse. The facts aren't the variable. The distance is. Here are 4 types of people who live closest to this gap, clear for everyone else, stuck for themselves. The translator can take someone else's messy, emotional situation and immediately name what's actually going on and what to do next. But when it's their own situation, they're flooded. The same translation they do instantly for others won't run on themselves. The strategist can map out 5 moves ahead for a friend's career or relationship, but for their own decisions, every option feels equally risky. There's no detached vantage point to stand on, so they stay in planning mode indefinitely. The mirror is the person who reflects others back to themselves, naming what someone already half knew but couldn't say. The problem, no one's doing that for them. Their own blind spots just loop. The archivist remembers every mistake a friend made and uses it as data to stop the pattern from repeating. But their own history, they minimize it because for them it's wrapped in shame instead of pattern recognition. If you recognize yourself in any of these, the moves aren't complicated, but they are specific. For the translator, write the situation down as if it's happening to someone else, not just thought through, actually written. The limitation is that it only works once you've named the decision out loud. The ones you're still avoiding labeling as decisions at all won't surface this way. And for this type, that's usually the bigger problem. For the strategist, shrink the frame on purpose. One physical next action today, not the full risk map, not the 5-year plan. The trap here is treating that one step as another thing to analyze instead of something to do. If you do that, you've just rebuilt the same paralysis in miniature. For the mirror, collect outside feedback on something already done, not advice going in, but a blunt read once it's over. The limitation is timing. You still have to act first before there's anything to reflect on. For the archivist, the move is reframing your own history the same way you'd reframe a friend's, not as evidence of who you are, as data about what you do in certain conditions. That's the only shift that removes the shame layer and makes it usable. One more thing worth naming, being the person everyone brings their problems to is itself a structure that keeps you busy. It's valued, it feels good, and every hour spent solving someone else's situation is an hour you're not required to face your own undecided one. The helping isn't fake, but for someone who's good at it, it can also be the most socially acceptable form of avoidance available. Because nobody questions a person who's just being a good friend. None of this makes you broken. It's a documented ordinary asymmetry. You just happen to live closer to it than most. The researchers called it a paradox. It isn't. It's a distance problem. And distance is something you can build on purpose instead of waiting for it to find you. Of the 4, translator, strategist, mirror, archivist, which one describes the advice you'd give a friend that you've never once taken for yourself? If you use any of these features to work through a stuck decision, the app is linked in the description. And if you've ever felt physically stuck in a loop, like your body won't let you decide, the next video explains exactly why that happens. It's up on screen now.